Hey, before we start, I need you to understand something. Everything you are about to hear is real. These are not conspiracy theories. These are declassified documents, court records, and government admissions. This is the stuff they hoped you would never find out. Welcome to Doodle History USA. Let's get into it. Number 10. The US government poisoned its own citizens. During Prohibition in the 1920s, the government wanted to stop people from drinking alcohol. So they did something unthinkable. They ordered the poisoning of industrial alcohol, knowing that bootleggers would steal it and sell it to regular people. The result? Over 10,000 Americans died from drinking government-poisoned alcohol. They knew it would kill people, but they did it anyway. Number 9. The CIA tested mind control on Americans. In the 1950s, the CIA launched a secret program called MK Ultra. They secretly drugged American citizens with LSD and other chemicals without their knowledge or consent to see if they could control the human mind. Some subjects had permanent psychological damage. Some died. The program ran for over 20 years before it was finally exposed. Number 8. The government watched every phone call. In 2013, a man named Edward Snowden walked out of the NSA with a hard drive. On it was proof that the US government was secretly collecting phone records and internet data from millions of Americans every single day. No warrants, no permission, no one knew. Until Snowden told the world. Number 7. The Tuskegee Experiment. Between 1932 and 1972, the US government ran a secret medical study on 399 black men in Alabama. These men had syphilis. The government told them they were receiving treatment, but they were actually getting fake medicine, just so scientists could study what the disease does to the human body. For 40 years. This is not a rumor. The government officially apologized for it in 1997. Number 6. Operation Northwoods. This one is going to shock you. In 1962, the United States was in a Cold War with Cuba. The government wanted a reason to invade, but there was a problem. Cuba hadn't attacked anyone, so US military officials came up with a plan. A very dark plan. They proposed staging fake terrorist attacks right here on American soil. The plan included blowing up American buildings, hijacking American planes, even killing American citizens, and then blaming it all on Cuba. This would give the US government the excuse they needed to declare war. The document was real. The signatures were real. These were official US military generals sitting in a room, planning to kill their own people. President Kennedy saw the plan, and he said no. He rejected it immediately and was reportedly furious. The document stayed hidden for decades. It was only declassified in 1997. And when people finally read it, the world could not believe what they were seeing. This was not a conspiracy theory. This was a real government plan to murder American citizens for political gain. Let that sink in. Number 5. The US overthrew democratically elected governments. America is supposed to stand for freedom and democracy, but declassified documents tell a very different story. Iran, 1953, Guatemala, 1954, Chile, 1973. In each country, the people had freely elected their own leader, and in each country, the CIA organized a coup to remove them, replacing elected leaders with dictators friendly to America. The people had no say. Their votes meant nothing. All of it confirmed by declassified CIA documents years later. Democracy, but only when it was convenient. Number 4. The FBI spied on Martin Luther King. Most people know Martin Luther King as one of the greatest Americans who ever lived, but the FBI saw him very differently. They wiretapped his phones. They followed him everywhere. They recorded his private conversations. Then they tried to blackmail him using what they found. They sent threatening letters. They planted false stories in newspapers. In one letter, the FBI actually urged him to take his own life. A declassified FBI memo called him the most dangerous man in America. His only crime, fighting for equal rights. Number 3. The Pentagon Papers. For years, the US government told the public the Vietnam War was going well. But in 1971, a secret government study called the Pentagon Papers was leaked. It revealed that multiple presidents had lied to the American public about the true state of the war, knowing it could not be won, but sending thousands more soldiers to die anyway. Over 58,000 Americans died in that war. Number 2. COINTELPRO. From 1956 to 1971, the FBI ran a secret program called COINTELPRO. Its goal was to infiltrate and destroy political organizations the government didn't like. They used fake letters to create conflict. They planted false stories in newspapers. They even got innocent people arrested on false charges. Civil rights groups, anti-war protesters, women's rights movements, all targeted, all infiltrated, all destroyed from within. All of it completely illegal. All of it done by the US government against its own citizens. Number 1. The Gulf of Tonkin Lie. In 1964, President Johnson told Congress that North Vietnamese boats had attacked US ships in the Gulf of Tonkin. Congress used that attack to authorize the entire Vietnam War. There was just one problem. The attack never happened. Declassified NSA documents confirmed that officials knew the attack didn't occur, but used it anyway to drag America into one of the deadliest wars in its history. Over 3 million people died in that war, all based on a lie. One lie. 3 million lives. Let that sink in. And that is 10 dark secrets about the US government most people never knew. If history class taught you this, you probably would have paid attention. If this blew your mind, subscribe to Doodle History USA. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And trust me, it only gets more interesting from here. See you in the next one.